Okay, it's 9:10 now, and I would like to say good evening to everyone currently in the meeting, and I hope that people that will join us later will get the link for the part they missed. So my name is Olamide Ayodele, and I am a student at University of Silesia in Katowice, Poland, one of the partnering institutions of the Intermaths and Mathmods programs. So as you must have seen on the broadcast you saw, which I wrote, I already highlighted the main points which I feel is important to discuss. The number one thing is how to set up a competitive application for the program. Two, selecting the most appropriate partnering institutions. Three, we'll discuss the peripheral of the funding, because I believe the number one thing we should focus on is how to set up a competitive application. But I just included funding because the funding is a consequence of the selection of the institutions you must have chosen during your application. Then we will also talk about the expenses, just rough estimates. Then we'll talk about the situations in the partnering institutions. So on this note, I will be inviting the first speaker for this night in person of Ibrahim Rashid. He will be talking about how to set up a competitive application for this program. Ibrahim Rashid, can we have you now?
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please, a brief introduction about yourself and the subject and your topic, what you'll be talking about. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Let me try and start from what you have just said now. Yeah, hello everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, so as Mayomidi said, my name is Rashid Ibrahim. I'm currently studying for my PhD at the University of Edinburgh and Eriowat University. Currently in my first year, and I'm very happy to meet everyone to discuss about how to set up a good personal statement or motivation letter, especially made for the Mathmods and Intermaths programs. Thank you all for attending the meeting, and I also thank Olamide for organizing the meeting. I'm very happy to meet everyone. So I would like to start by sharing my screen. I think it should work from here. So I just prepare some slides to facilitate the stuff. But I think the sharing of screen is disabled. I don't know. Maybe the host can make it to be enabled. I don't know.
Okay, you are trying to share your screen and it's disabled.
Yeah, it's disabled.
Let me see. I hope I can. Let me check my security share screen. Okay, I think I just allowed you. Can you try again?
Yeah, I can now. So let me try it. Yeah, I hope everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. So, like I said before, so I don't know whether the organizer allocates some minutes for me, so I won't exceed the number of time given to me.
I suggest 20 minutes or 25 minutes max.
Okay, perfect. So I will try to like stay within the time limits. Yeah, so like I said, I'm Rashid Ibrahim. So I'm going to talk about how to set up a competitive application. Why is it competitive? Like we know the world today is full of competitions ranging from our normal daily lives to like applying for scholarships. Like I think I'm not be wrong by saying that most youths in Nigeria now, especially those that are maybe like education oriented, those in the universities, like they have this kind of mindset that, okay, immediately after my maybe my NYC or immediately I graduate, I'm going to seek scholarship outside the country. And it's a kind of reasonable thought, it's a kind of reasonable mindset, because like winning a scholarship will give you a lot of opportunities ranging from maybe funding, which you might not be able to afford on your, by yourself, and also like connections with people, connection with foreign professors, foreign students, sharing ideas. And there are many students that even though if they start, they will just settle down where they had their master's or PhD. So as a kind of contents of what I'm going to talk about, so I will try and emphasize on filling the application form, and also try to transcend into writing a good SOP/motivation letter, writing a constructive CV, choosing references, submitting your application, and also give a final concluding remarks. A kind of, how will I call it? Maybe a kind of disclaimer. So I'm not here to teach you how to maybe teach you English or something like that. So I'm very sure that a majority of us here, like, we are very good in writing good English. I'm still a Yoruba person, so I might be chipping in some Yoruba or something like that. So I'm not here to teach you English or maybe lecturing you how to write maybe kind of essays or something like that. But I will try as much as I can to like share my experiences. Can we all please mute ourselves, please, so that it won't be jam-packed?
I just
so
the person too.
Yeah, okay. So yeah. The first one, filling the application form. I believe that anything that we try as much as possible to put in our time on, like it's something that can generate good results. So if we are deliberate our application, like we are keen to win that scholarship, so we need to dedicate our time. Is like, it's one of the things that most people get wrong from the beginning. Like they just think that I just submit and just forget about it. So like you need to dedicate your time to read about the program structures, like what the program is willing to offer you. Like look at their modules, look at their reputations and everything about the course. You can get this information on the scholarship website or maybe the institution website. So take your time, explore the scholarship website. You can even ask some questions by sending emails to the attached contacts on the website. So like a good start is to read about the program. Take your time to read about the program that you are willing to apply for. So like some questions that you might ask yourself that, okay, after I've read all these things, like what I've read, like, will these things make me to achieve my goal? Like, can I achieve my goal if I go through this kind of a program? If I'm selected, will I meet up with my goals? And also, it's very important for you to ask yourself that, can you cope, like based on your like previous academic stuffs, like based on your previous education, can you cope with the program? Because we have seen a lot of cases that some people will just have this kind of mindset. I just want to get out of the country. I just want to like be in a country different from mine. I just want to be in a new country without like minding the consequences of their mindset. So like you have to ask yourself that, can you cope with the program that you are going for? And also another thing that you can ask yourself is that, okay, if I got selected and I finish my program, what are the future opportunities that I can gain if I leave my home country to study in this particular country? And another thing you can ask yourself that, okay, am I eligible? Like, if you have read all the information on the website, am I eligible for the program? It's very, very important. There are thousands of people applying for scholarships, so they will not even like give your application a second look if you do not meet up with the eligibility criteria. Another thing is like look at the documents required and get them ready. Like I'm always surprised by some people like sending message to me that, okay, like after sending them maybe the website to the scholarship, they will still be asking that, what scholarship what document do I need to prepare? Like, it's a very annoying question to me. Some people might not find it annoying, but I find it very annoying because like I gave you the website for you to check all the information about the program, all the document that you need. So like as a scholarship enthusiast, like you need to get to know about the document that you need to complete your application. You can just open a folder, like try as much as you can to pack in all the document that you need, pack it there, pack them there inside the folder. Those documents that you don't have yet, you can try as much as you can to get them. Yeah, the next thing is you do not need to fill the application at once. Like it's something that I've not seen any scholarship application that maybe it requires you to fill the application at once. You can actually do it at once if you have all what is required, but that one is not advisable. Like you just look at the deadline. Okay, maybe the scholarship has a deadline of 1 month or something like that. So like take your time, plan, maybe you just fill in some sections, maybe like one section per day or something like that. So that one will give you enough room to like to carefully fill in the required fields. Yeah. So the next section is about writing a good SOP / motivation letter. So I think regarding Mathmods and Intermaths, I think they normally call it motivation letter. I don't know. During my own time, they call it motivation letter, but like it's somehow similar to writing SOP. Yeah. So I'm going to give some points regarding writing a welcoming and outstanding motivation letter or statement of purpose. Yeah. Number one that you have to take into consideration. I hope everyone can hear me. I don't know whether I'm talking to the public.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the first one is always start with a relevant introductory statement. Like a lot of people like made some mistakes regarding this. Although there is no like right or wrong statement to start with, but try as much as possible to conceptualize your idea in a statement that summarizes your intention of applying for the scholarship. So I just give an example, like, okay, for the Intermaths and Mathmods, you can have something like this. Technological advancement in any human society is a product of cutting-edge research. Yeah, why this kind of statement, or why this kind of sentence? What you are going for, it is technological stuff, like it requires a lot of technical stuff, mathematical theories, computer programming, something like that. So like it's a kind of technological advancement courses or technological advancement programs. So like for you to have a kind of interest in this kind of program, you are giving them a kind of hints that, okay, you need this advancement because all what we have been seeing in this society is a product of what? Cutting edge research. And you can't do a kind of cutting edge research without having a good knowledge of the field you are interested in. So always starts with relevance. I mean, like something that makes sense. Just start with a kind of relevant introductory statement. Yeah. The second point is that you try and summarize your interest in the program. Try to give a summary of why you are keen to apply for the program. Some people call it overview, like just summarize it, because those reviewers, they have thousands of applications to review. Give the interest on the spot. Let them know the summary of why you are applying for the program. An example of what I think is a kind of a good start is that, okay, my interest in Mathmods is driven by the need to learn new techniques, integrate analytical skills, merge both theoretical and practical knowledge to contribute to societal development. Like, you have summarized the whole stuff in a kind of one sentence. You can like also try as much as possible to be particular in what you find interesting. Like, okay, my interest in mathematical modeling is based on its efficient use in forecasting future anxiety and uncertainties. So, like, at this moment, anyone that is reviewing your application will know that, okay, this is why you are applying for the program. Third point, give a concrete example. Generalization is not encouraged. After you have given a kind of wide summary, kind of overview of why you're applying for the program, you can give an instance, an example of where you can apply the knowledge that you are going to gain from the program. So an example of this is that you can start something like this. Okay, for example, mathematical modeling can assist the government of nations in making evidence-based decisions for suitable policy development, risk mapping and assessment, improve emergency response, and reliable forecast for future planning. This is a particular case of the application of the knowledge you are going to gain from the program. And anyone seeing this, that person will know that, okay, this person is somehow oriented, like he knows what he wants to apply the skills, the knowledge that he will gain from the program to. So, like, it is very, very important for you to have a particular case of the application of the knowledge that you are going to get in the program. Yeah, on to the next one. Give further information about your interest. Okay, you have given a kind of general conceptualization of your interest. You have given a particular case. Now it's time to elaborate on why you are applying for the program. Okay, an example of this is that the Mathmods programs offers MSc modules such as computational modeling. I might not be right with the courses I just put. I just like gave a kind of a dummy example. Okay, you can look up their modules, like check their courses. You can just fill in there. The Mathmods program offers MSc modules such as computational methods for data-driven modeling, mathematical modeling, and applied analysis, which are relevant in the fields of mathematical biology and biological processes, which align with my career interest to apply mathematical tools in solving its problems.
Sorry,
like,
please hold on. There is a problem at the moment, and
what's that?
The time is running out. I just talked to Habib to send a new link. So I'm waiting for him to give me the update. So I want all the participants to join with the new link.
Okay, all right.
But Habib, if you can hear me, please delete this first link so that people won't be confused. Let me see if I can delete it here. Is it possible for you to delete and send a new one? You want to adjust the time? 9:30. ẹ̀yìn lọ́wọ́ àwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tiwọn ilẹ̀ ti ṣú ní gbogbo ayé dem dey still dey 2 o'clock.
Very weird.